Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be here among friends in Wheeling, West Virginia. I'd like to thank Greg Zirkle for inviting me to this very meeting of the Microlate Benedum chapter of the AAPL. And thanks to Steve Byron for picking me up at the airport in Pittsburgh today and delivering me to this meeting. The hours that I spent talking with Steve this afternoon was enough to convince me that Marathon made a good investment when they added Steve to their team. He has a bright future. I've been looking forward to this official visit as president of the AAPL. I know firsthand about the high quality and integrity of your fine chapter of the AAPL that started in Pittsburgh in 1959. Firsthand, I'm proud to be here with you today. Sorry I missed the tournament, just couldn't get here. Can't get here from where I was in Durango, Colorado this morning. West Virginia and Pennsylvania are in AAPL's Region 2, which encompasses 23 states that form sort of the northeast quarter of the United States. Together, the states in Region 2 produce about 26.25% of all non-fuel minerals produced in the United States, worth about $17.5 billion annually, and produce more than 31 million barrels of oil and nearly 1 trillion cubic feet of gas annually, with more on the way thanks to the shale gas operations. When you get a flavor for how much fossil fuel and non-fuel mineral production taxes contribute to states' coffers, it is substantial. Our natural resources are critical assets to our national economy. Very important assets, just like America's landmen are important because they support the development of these assets. Similarly, the AAPL supports you and me in many ways, which is why I take this opportunity to remind all of you fine people that the AAPL is deeply rooted in the energy industry as it should be after 56 years. AAPL. It was organized in 1955 with 112 charter members and endured 9 economic recessions beginning in 1957 through today. We currently have about 12,000 members. By comparison, 5 years ago, we probably had around 5,000. This record of the AAPL's ability to thrive in the good times and remain strong in the downturns is a testament to its durability owing to the character of its members. On the subject of character, all of us tend to want to deal with people whom we know and trust. That's the way it should be. It's what we expect from each other. Our association, this one, the AAP and the AAPL, embody that very reasoning by requiring professional competence and ethics as the conditions of membership. Our deeds are measured by these ethics. Now more than ever, high standards of ethics and professionalism do in fact distinguish our reputations with labels. Labels that should be the highest priority to every person here today. And those are credibility and respect. Isn't that true? Yep. Of course it is. Excuse me, my mouth's kind of dry. It gets that way when I'm a little nervous. Or I've been drinking wine. It might have been that. This evening I want to explain to you that the AAPL is a tool, a pathway to professionalism not to be overlooked. Here in the 21st century, perhaps the most valuable attribute of membership in AAPL is assurance to our peers and the public that we are affiliated with a professional association that enforces a code of conduct and professional standards of practice. This is a reason why people join professional associations. AAPL's designations such as registered landman, registered professional landman, and certified professional landman are enhanced tools for you to show yourself and others that you're working to be the best that you can be. Professional competence, yours and mine, is fundamental to the well-being of this local association of the late Michael Benedum chapter and the AAPL. AAPL's professional designations and education requirements, which are requirements, were composed, debated, and approved by AAPL members. In fact, the general membership was emphatic that this plan must be in AAPL's future and voted to make them permanent in AAPL's governing document, its bylaws. It was placed there for you. That was before my time. Does it make a difference? Well, I'm here to tell you that it does. The day that I received a letter from the AAPL that said I had passed the exam and was a CPL, I knew that I had gained footing as a landman. I knew that I had gained footing with all of my peers. I'm as proud of that moment today as I was then in 1987. It was a significant achievement, and it still is for me today. Several years later, I slowly got active with the association by attending functions and volunteering for grunt committee work, and on it goes. Over a period of 30-something years, I've mastered many of the details of our profession, owing in part to relationships that were formed with AAPL members. They helped me, and I helped them. Helping each other is what this association business is all about. And AAPL is managed and operated by its members from across America. And AAPL is all about supporting all members. But as landmen, our work benefits all landmen, whether you're a member or not. For example, on AAPL's legislative fronts, our right to freely practice land work whenever and wherever we want to has been increasingly challenged for at least a decade. Since 2002, AAPL has paid nearly $700,000 for lobbying and legal counsel in various states, including West Virginia, fighting licensing and the unlicensed practice of law issue, which would require all landmen to be lawyers or work for lawyers, and other attempts to regulate landmen. The point is that the AAPL has never failed in such attempts. In addition to fighting against the regulation of landmen, AAPL lobbies against a tax on our industry in Washington, which costs about $900,000 so far. Our continued success defending our rights is largely contingent on our ability to lobby. We pay for this important lobby work with income from NAPE, the North American Prospect Expo, the largest prospect exposition in the world. Only these few aspects of AAPL that I've shared with you are proof that AAPL is highly valuable to its members. And that, my friends, only scratches the surface of AAPL's supporting role and importance to members. I could tell you all about AAPL's benefits, things like insurance, field landman seminars, continuing educational and social networking opportunities, and all the things that a first-rate outfit like AAPL is supposed to provide for its members. But I won't glaze your eyes over with that stuff tonight. I know you've had a long day. Plus, it's not any fun. We have a new executive vice president. His name is Martin Shart, S-C-H-A-R-D-T. He goes by his nickname, Marty. In April, the AAPL Board of Directors voted 40-1 to hire Marty, and he started work this past Monday, May the 10th. Most recently, Marty worked as an executive in commercial development of oil and gas map data operations for about a dozen years, Tobin and P2 Energy Solutions. Prior to that, he worked for 14 years as a landman. And before that, he had 12 years' experience in land support administration. He is a CPL. He is energetic, articulate, and has a good presence. We believe that his business and land experience, plus his grasp of the technical computer side of things, make for a good combination that will serve AAPL well. Marty will be making the rounds to each local association, so expect to see him at one of your events so that you can meet him. You're going to like this man. He's 59 years old, he's married, his kids are grown, he's a high-class guy, but just has the kind of person that you just like immediately when you meet him. Good personality.